Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, in this video I'll be interviewing one of a successful poultry farmer in Rivers State, guys. A successful poultry farmer in Rivers State, and she'll be giving us a lot of advice, tips on broiler business. So do not go anywhere. Take a chill drink and relax for this mind-blowing lecture. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to meet the poultry farmer, and guess what? She's very experienced in the poultry business, and I've been in business for a long time. So I'll be making a short interview with her, asking her some brief questions to get details about the poultry farming, all about it, how good it is, how bad it is, everything, guys. So you learn a lot from this interview. So and guess what, guys? She has been into this poultry for a long time, and she's a successful poultry farmer. So let's get to meet her and let's know more about the poultry farming and the broiler business. Okay. So Ma, I would like to know, what is your name?
My name is Hafsat.
Okay. And you have been a poultry farmer for how long now?
For a period of almost 10 years.
Wow, nice. She has been to the poultry business, broiler business for over 10 years, guys. And guess what? She's not just only doing the broiler business, she's also doing the layers, also doing the turkeys, you can see on the video. You see some of our turkeys too. And generally she's doing farming, livestock farming. So you have been to the business for about 10 years now. Mm-hmm. So what are the challenges in the poultry farm? What are the challenges?
Poultry farming involves a lot of challenges, the aspect of resources, especially finances, because that's where the problem is right now as it stands, because of how expensive the feed has been of late.
Okay.
Because when we started, I do buy a bag of feed for about 2,005, but right now a bag of feed is 15,000 naira and above.
Wow.
So that has really made the production aspect to have dropped to a considerable level. So most times farmers just put in a little bit into it now because the money there capital involved is much.
Okay. And then I want to know, is poultry farming really profitable? Because there are those that go into the poultry farming and then just only a few times they just try, they run away and But then you have been into the farming, poultry farming, broiler business for over 10 years now. So I want to know, is poultry farming really profitable?
Well, it's profitable. To an extent, it's profitable. But the challenges that come with it is what makes some people to probably, after a few attempts, they'll just relax and give it up.
Okay, because like poultry farming is risky, and it's also profitable. Because there are those that you don't have the experience, you just start and then you meet some losses and then you run away.
Those are the challenges we are talking about, because it cannot always be rosy, because they are livestock. Yes. Sometimes you get good breeds, you produce, you have good output. But when you're lucky to have bad beds, your money may just go down the drain.
Okay.
Some of my experience mortality, bad growth, and some other factors.
Okay.
So these are some of the things that discourage farmers, because when you do it and they don't come out well,
yes,
you cannot sell it and get back your money, becomes a problem. So find out that after some time, some people will not want to bother investing again, so they'll just store by the side.
Okay. Wow. So guys, poultry farming is risky and it's profitable, and then also you should note that based on her statement, now you should note that it's not all time that is a win-win. It's not a win-win all the time. There are times where you have some losses, and there are times where you have some gain.
That's it.
So I want to know, like, what poultry, like the broiler I just saw now, like how do you do it? Do you brood and sell, or you raise them from day old till when? Or I would just want to know how you.
Sometimes I brood and sell. Most times I complete my production. I raise them to finish.
Okay.
So from day 1 to maybe 13 weeks, then we start selling.
Okay, so for the brood and sell, is it that is it profitable, or if you brood them to a mid-size, you can sell? Which one is more better, or which one is more profitable? What do you think?
Both of them are profitable, but the brood and sell seem to be more lucrative for people that are really deeply into it, because what I see is that a lot of some farmers in that brood and sell aspect, they cut costs. Why I say they cut costs is the vaccine will not be completed, because before you can release the bird and say the bird is fully vaccinated, that will be 4 weeks old. By the time we're giving two doses of Lasota and Gombo, at least you cannot let the bird go. To release it from the farm will be a bit higher. But most times the one they put out there as brood and sell, they don't normally complete the doses for them for their vaccine.
Okay.
So that's what people should watch out for.
Okay. So I want to know, let's just let's say someone that wants to start the broiler business, and then it's like he's putting in, let's say, 200,000 naira. Like, what can be his profit margin? What do you think? What can be his profit margin?
Give and take, with the way the market is now, you have a feed costing about 15,000.
Okay.
With 200,000, maybe you can try 100 best.
Okay.
By the time you finish, you may be lucky to gain like 50,000 on top, or more than that.
Okay. So are there times where one can make almost 50% of his investment?
Yes, it's possible.
Okay.
That will be at the peak period, like the season period. That is the Christmas sales, another boom period sales. That's where we can actually make up to that profit.
Okay.
50% of what you invested, or more, depending.
Okay, but are there times where, or maybe then, maybe due to things that cost now, there are times where you make 100% profits?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. So guys, I hope you can hear that. Poultry farming is not a money-making machine where you put 100,000 and want to get 500,000 at a time. It's not possible, guys. This is farming, and it has to follow a process. So, sorry. Now, I would like to know, there are those watching us now that don't have any knowledge at all on broiler farming. So, can you put us through on maybe from the initial stage when it gets the bird, what will we do? Those things, the feed, or just the vaccines, those periods. Can you just a short rundown, so
that
my viewers can get some little knowledge, some little experience, because I know this will cost, this information now is worth a lot. It's worth a lot of money. So just give a brief review so they can at least get some knowledge. For
a first timer, I will advise you start with the brood and sell from a reliable source.
Okay, brood and sell
from a reliable source.
Okay. So I would like to go from the day old.
Okay, the day old.
Yes.
You are taking there for the first time. What you need to do is that you need to heat up the place.
Okay.
Probably you may either use charcoal or stove or another form of heating.
Okay.
To heat up the environment. Then you spread either papers, newspaper if you can get it. Spread it on the ground.
Okay.
You get your feeder tray.
Yes.
Get your drinkers.
Okay.
Then as they are coming in, the first day, you give them only glucose for at least 24 hours.
Okay.
Before you now introduce antibiotic the next day.
Okay.
Plus, as soon as you are putting them there, where I say newspaper, some of them may not have the energy to eat from the tray. So you can spread feed on that day one.
Okay.
On the newspaper for them to pick. After that, second day, you make sure they eat from the tray.
The feeding tray. Okay.
Even as you are putting the feed, sprinkling from the papers, the feeders are also there with feed so that they will learn to eat from there. It's advisable to use newspaper instead of dust to start with. Then wood shaving is best to raise bed.
Okay.
So you have to heat up the room continuously for like 2 days. Make sure the temperature is high to keep them warm to avoid pneumonia.
Okay.
So as they grow, you now reduce the intensity of what it's. You may not give in the daytime, but at night, from maybe you do it for like 2 weeks. At night, you must make sure you give them it, depending on how warm the place is. So you have to keep the place warm.
Okay.
Then you use the antibiotic for 5 days.
Yes.
That is second day for like 5 days. Now that will now make the 6th day. Then you give your water. After like 2 days, maybe either the 8th day or the 9th day, you give your first shot of vaccine. That Lasota or Gomboro.
Okay.
Then on weekly basis, you alternate. You give Lasota or you give Gomboro, depending on whichever you start. At least two doses until they are 4 weeks old.
Okay.
Then in between these, coccidiosis must be considered. You must treat coccidiosis because that is the major problem of broilers.
Okay.
So the coccidiosis sometimes add it to antibiotic for those first 3 days and give. Okay. There's the second week too. As you have given the Lasota, if you started with Lasota, you also have to treat coccidiosis for like 3 days. While you give clean water and vitamin, then you wait for the next vaccine.
Okay.
So after that, you can give for the 5th week. You can decide to deworm and do other things. You can add booster to their food to make them to grow better.
Okay. Well, is there any need to deworm them, isn't it?
Yes, you deworm at 5 weeks.
Okay.
From 5 weeks and above, you can deworm.
Okay.
It's need to deworm them.
So now, if I may ask, like, do you need a government intervention? Like, if maybe you want to expand your farm to 1,000 birds, will you like government to come in to assist you?
Okay. I'll be glad if I can get the assistance. But most times we find out that farmers really get attention in this country. Even some people that do collect some of these loans when they approve, they don't pay back, and that now make it harder for other farmers to get any help from the government.
Okay. So what do you think? What do you think the government can do in order to assist or meet the direct farmers that actually need this support?
What they need to do is, if they put up a program, it should be something that should be direct. We don't need much of intermediary people in between, because sometimes we find out that they do it through the intermediaries. By the time they do this still don't get to the people that really want it to get to, because of the middlemen and whatever that they involve in it to get the money across to the people. It's better the government are able to get in touch with the farmers directly. Probably if they ask you to apply so website, they're able to confirm that yes, this person exists, is for real. Okay. And they give the cash and know the person that they are giving the cash to.
Okay.
That way, at least a lot of people can benefit.
Okay.
And the business will do better.
Wow. So for the government personnel watching this right now, please, I think this is a good advice on how you can reach the farmers directly. Avoid those intermediaries that will want to siphon the money and I won't get it directly to the farmers. So she's actually going to somewhere right now. So I want to summarize this. So I want to know, or I want to ask, for the youths out there that are jobless, they are not doing anything, maybe they have 1 or 2 capital or so, what do you advise those youths?
Well, if a man can feed his family, he has no problem. The country is the way it is because we have neglected agriculture. Farming is not bad. It's very lucrative. It's interesting, and it's good. But you must have to be interested before you can invest in farming. It's something that everybody can invest in. It should be encouraged in all homes. Even the housewife, the tenants, anywhere you are, you should be able to raise small livestock that can keep your family busy and even provides a source of protein for the family, not just to make money. This should be encouraged. I encourage anybody that wants to do it to give it a try. It's interesting. Very nice.
So if you're youth out there, you're not doing anything, maybe sitting at home, eating from your parents or so, I think you should pick up this challenge and go into what? Agriculture. You can decide to go into the broiler business and you can make some profit from it. So we'll be rounding up this interview here. So please make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe to my channel for more of these, guys. So you have an eye-opening of what agriculture and what how you can what invest and what grow your business.